Hey everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I like to post about books and music, mostly Taylor Swift. And today is the next update in my Lana Del Rey discography series. Today we're going to be listening to Norman Bleep Rockwell. It's not good to say bad words so soon in the video. YouTube doesn't like that. But I have really high expectations for this album. I also am like afraid because Lust for Life really blew my mind. I had like an existential crisis in that reaction. That was one of the most fun videos I've done in this series. Even editing it was fun, and usually editing is like the rough part. I really like filming and I really like interacting with you guys and replying to comments, but the editing, the part that's in the middle, that bridges the gap, usually not fun. But God, I was just going through it for that album, and everybody was telling me Norman Rockwell is going to be even better, and I just feel like I don't want to get my hopes too high, so I feel like I've tried to like force myself to put the bar on the floor. I also have a weird feeling I did listen to this all the way through once. There was one album that I kind of touched on when I was in college, and I was like, oh, everybody is loving this, let me just like listen to it in the car or something. It wasn't like a super intense listening experience. I don't know if it was this one or if it was like Chemtrails or something. I know a few songs off of this one, I believe. I think Venice B was sampled on her newest album, Bang Bang Kiss Kiss, It's Me Your Little, whatever the melody is. That was on a song on the most recent album. I've also heard her cover of Doin Time, which I love. And I believe I've heard the very last track, Hope is a Dangerous Thing for a Woman Like Me to Have, but I haven't. Is that the one that's like, I've been tearing around in my nightgown, 24/7 Sylvia Plath, and it's like the most amazing lyricism there, but I haven't ever really looked at the lyrics, so all I really know is that hook part. I think it's just come on like while I was in the shower or something. So I'm excited and nervous. I'm so scared I'm not gonna like this as much as everybody else does. I already so far, huge standouts for me are Born to Die, Ultraviolence, and Lust for Life. I don't know what my final ranking is gonna end up looking like. Stay tuned throughout this series to see how I end up ranking all of these albums together. I might wait till after Lasso is out to rank her entire discography. I feel like my opinions are just going to be different from other Lana fans, like unpopular opinions, which like finally, because my Taylor Swift discography ranking is so basic, like my holy trinity is Evermore, Folklore, Red. My least favorite is Debut, like even though it's an amazing album, it's just at the bottom. Fearless is kind of like right above that because she just got better and better. But yeah, my Lana ranking could end up being maybe kind of interesting. I don't know yet. I do have some thoughts after sitting on Lust for Life for a few weeks at this point, which would be, you know, we were all kind of discussing in the comments how her outlook lyrically was changing to a more positive one. Like if you look at the themes on Lust for Life versus Born to Die, and it's like polar opposite. There's so many lyrical parallels, like baby's all dressed up with nowhere to go. You get all dressed up to go nowhere in particular, and making a whole event of like self-care and like looking good just to go to the coffee shop. Also her entire reference in Get Free to like ride, and just there's so many parallels to her past selves. I appreciate that so much when an artist like builds on their own work like that. Also, something I noticed literally just last night was like the shift from like nighttime to like the breaking of dawn and like blue skies finally coming around. There's the lyric, there's no more night, blue skies forever. And then we literally, I think we end the record with Out of the Black into the Blue. That's the end of, I think it is Get Free. Yeah, I appreciate Lust for Life so much. I love the growth. It's just so amazing to see. But yeah, stay tuned for that discography ranking series. I have a feeling Lust for Life and Born to Die are going to be pretty high up there. But I don't know, man. I've been told the best is yet to come. So that's what we're going to be getting into today. A quick disclaimer, because it seemed to help last time, but there will be a lot of talking in this video. This isn't like a reaction where it's just like mostly music playing and me going, oh my god. Yes, like I really like to talk about how her lyricism develops and like give my first reactions and interpretations of things. So if you like to discuss stuff like that, feel free to leave your opinions in the comments as well. But yeah, if you don't want like hardly any talking, you could also just listen to the album all the way through and then there's no talking at all, which is really cool. And let's just get into it now. There will be timestamps down below. Okay, so we've got the title track as the opening track. This should be good. This better slap. I don't know what to expect with this album. If she's like genrely, if she's like doing a different genre, or like, I don't know what's going on. Literally the second I hear those violins, I actually have heard the song before, but I'm only familiar with the chorus, I think. I think it's because the chorus went viral on TikTok. Yeah, the chord progression's really familiar. This piano, this kind of reminds me of some of the sounds and some of the like piano riffs on Tunnel. The opening line. God damn, man child, you fucked me so good that I almost said I love you. These chords are crazy. It's got like a really steady beat. I love that. Okay, I never paid attention to how beautiful this melody is in the chorus. It's such a simple instrumental, but I don't know, it hits. It's a, I wouldn't say banger of an opening, but like, it's a strong track. It reminds me, even though we don't know this song yet, like the same vibe of like The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, which is coming out next month by Taylor, of course. Yeah, I could see myself only ever listening to Born to Die, thinking in my head that I didn't like Ultraviolence because I only gave it one chance and then never listened to it again. And then jumping to NFR and being like, what? Like, this is so bare bones. There's none of this orchestral production and stuff I was used to from Born to Die. But after seeing like Honeymoon and Lust for Life, this does make sense sonically. It's just you need to see that progression or you might not appreciate it. There's a lot of interesting string sounds and I just know they're not going to get picked up by my laptop speakers, so I'm just not even going to bother. But there's like right before the first chorus, there was one that I noticed where it was like, I don't know, all these crazy strings suddenly, and I really like that. Well, this is a little bit video games reminiscent now that we're getting to like this like piano and violins working in tandem type of thing at the towards the end of the song. Like this whole thing, this part feels like it could belong on Born to Die. Okay, this blue thing, I love how she stays consistent. Ooh, vocals. Yeah, this blue outro is dark blue. The dark blue from Honeymoon. Out of the black into the blue. There's no more night, blue skies forever. But now it's becoming sad. You make me blue. Okay, twist the themes even more. I love that. Is this a more sad record? It already sounds like one. Maybe? I'm jumping the gun. So what does this title mean? I'm like Googling it right now. Some kind of cultural commentary? It feels sarcastic. Like the Born to Die era felt a little more like genuinely patriotic. The things have been going downhill. We see that through her discography. God Bless America and all the beautiful women in it. If that was on Born to Die, I think it would genuinely be a patriotic sounding song, at least a little bit, but it's so cynical on Lust for Life because things were getting bad. Even Florida Kilos, like, would have been sung in a completely different way and probably have different lyrics if it was written more recently as opposed to like when it actually was. American cynicism, it grows throughout her discography. What wild titles. You're Just a Man, It's Just What You Do is the most relatable, iconic, simple line. Like, no wonder that part is viral. Okay, more piano. Is this a sample? I better not have heard this before too. Oh shit, I think I have. It's starting to feel... Hang on. All her songs are blending together. You mistook my kindness for weakness. Da 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 da. No, because then my mind wants to say, then we fuck on the hotel floor. But this is the experience of being an American whore. That's off tunnels. Maybe, I don't know. Guitar? There's guitar? Oh my god, I'm so excited for Lasso. Beyonce has like such country bops. She already has converted me and I'm just like patiently seated and waiting for Lana's country. I haven't been actually genuinely into country since Taylor Swift's debut album came out when I was 7, so I'm ready for a renaissance. Ooh, the guitar is like only in the right. Well, it's kind of here too. This is the bass. Yeah. Yep, I remember this melody. Da 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 da. But why does it also sound like A&W? Is she sampling herself? I'm the board, the lightning, the thunder. I feel like I don't know this from actually listening to it, but just like TikTok. Is that part viral? The bolt, the lightning, the thunder. Why do I feel like there was a trend associated with this? I might be losing it. Venice, bitch. This melody? This can't be what I listened to when I was in college. It had to have been Chemtrails. Is Chemtrails not as good? Ooh, do, 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 do. I love that. This feels... Do, 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 do. Yeah, this feels like a really natural continuation after Lust for Life. Like, it still feels kind of 60s. The piano, the acoustic guitar, that beat even, like the drums. It makes sense. But God, this would have been jarring. Listening to Born to Die and then this, she so gradually evolved her sound. You have to listen to it in order. Oh my God, you're lost at sea, then I'll command your boat to me again. I love that. I'm your man? Can't a girl just do the best she can? I'm just a girl. Okay, we've suddenly taken a rocky turn with this second part of the second verse. It's got like electric guitar. It reminds me of Fleetwood Mac a little, especially this instrumental part here. This whole thing. Is that not incredibly Fleetwood Mac inspired? I guess it makes sense because she just collaborated with Stevie Nicks on the last record. Everything is such a smooth continuation. This guitar is crazy. It's so trippy. It's like psychedelic. I'm reading her explanation behind this song and I'm getting such deja vu. The song is about this time I took a walk late at night with a guy I was seeing and we stopped in front of his friend's apartment complex. He put his arm around my shoulder and said, I think we're together because we're both similar. Like, we're both really messed up. And I thought it was the saddest thing I'd ever heard. And I said, I'm not sad. I didn't know that's why you thought you were relating to me on that level. I'm actually doing pretty good. And then he was upset. Why am I getting deja vu? Is there another song about this same kind of situation? Or is it a different artist who wrote something similar? So it's like about being that guiding light, being a brighter light for someone else. I'm getting such intense deja vu. I feel like she's written about this before where she's like giving her all to a person because they see the light in her and like are desperate for that. I probably need to sit on this more. I could save you from your sins. Okay, we're only on track 2, so I can't really tell you overall themes of this album yet. Boy, do I try though. I like how she like mentions song titles before they actually appear on the album. Like, she name dropped this in the second track. I know people love this one and I've been wanting to listen to it like fully since whatever it was that sampled it on Tunnel. I wasn't expecting this. This is not what I was expecting. Fresh out of Fucks Forever. Alliteration queen. Okay. Something about it feels so French countryside. This is so enchanting. I feel super messed up over the fact that I listened to the one on Tunnel first, because like that one had such a like baddie energy and I don't know how to feel because this one's like French countryside enchantment. It's not what I was expecting. I thought this was gonna be the bad bitch song. Like this? Are you kidding? Like, but I'm speechless. You write, I tour, we make it work, you're beautiful and I'm insane, we're American made. This is like a love song. Here's that blue again. Make me happy and blue. Happy and blue. Blue seems to stand for sadness on this record. Maybe it's like a blend of the two. Maybe it's like her writing about her being happy and the person she's with not being happy, like for the first time. Maybe for the first time, because that sense of deja vu tells me otherwise. Is that a goddamn saxophone in the background? Norman Rockwell. Man, she is really just like stitching track titles throughout all of her songs. This feels like fairy music. What the hell is this? Okay, it's shifting. Wait. The electric guitar. This is such an experience right now. Is it about to get all edgy? It's like devolving into this like, I don't want to say like apocalyptic, because we just did apocalyptic with Lust for Life. It's so much more intense in the headphones. Ooh, she's doing that electronic-y sound again. That spacey sound that we saw a lot in Lust for Life. Okay, I think I'm starting to understand why I had that deja vu feeling of like her being with someone who's sad and she's not. What is the one where she talks about how she like keeps her lips red? I paint my nails black, I dye my hair a darker shade of brown. I think it was a bonus track on Ultraviolets. Yeah, this has happened before. A little bit on a bonus track. Oh my god, don't let anyone dull your sparkle. You heard my baby's back in town now. That's so Lust for Life. My boyfriend's back and he's cooler than ever. Crimson and Clover. So that is a song from the 60s, considered a psychedelic rock classic. Oh, I'm also thinking of The Great War. But yeah, the psychedelic 60s continues. It's really not that different. Wait a second. The one I listened to was only 3 minutes. It's supposed to be over 9 minutes? What the hell? Wait, what just happened? Is there a shortened version? Okay, I'm gonna listen to the correct one. Oh, I think it just maybe cut out the outro. My cat has a lot to say today. Yep. What's so stressful, princess? Okay, so it seems there's just a lot of like instrumentals in the longer version. Hi, princess. Oh, this is weird. I like it. It's psychedelic. Why did someone upload a shortened version? It's so annoying. Ooh, really weird. Really psychedelic-y. That is gutsy to have a single that's this long and this instrumental oriented. It sounds really cool though. Hi, do you like it? Oh, my little baby. Hi, you're so cute. This will be the last time you see her at age 15. She turns 16 in a few days. My little 16-year-old. My little teenager. Little teenage. She's in her teenage dirtbag era. Man, it's doing such trippy stuff with her voice. Crimson and clover, honey. Over and over, honey. You're so orange. She's so clingy. It's insane. How is this comfortable? She's not like jumping down. God, this is crazy. Instrumentally, this is wild. This is so pretty. These guitars. It sounds almost beachy. Oh my god, wait, is Venice Bitch a play on Venice Beach? I just now realized that. That's so funny. So was there a radio edit or like what? Because having this as a single is really a strange move. There's a lot of instrumental parts and repetition, which I'm usually not the biggest fan of. I do love this song though. It's just, yeah, I think I liked the cut that I found on accident originally a little bit better just because like to listen to a 9-minute song like this, like you're pushing like All Too Well 10-minute version, which like I love to listen to because it feels like a book. Like there's so many different stanzas and like so many different things going on. Well, I don't know, this could be a vibe if it just like comes on while I'm doing something else. Probably not something I'll play and like sing along to in my car unless it is like the cut version that comes on. That's such a catchy melody. Ooh, I love this melody. Her lyrics. I like to light this up the stage with a song, do shit to keep me turned on, but one day I woke up like, maybe I'll do it differently. Oh my god, this is so much growth. The Born to Die Lana is dead. The old Lana is dead. But it's like, it was so gradual. Oh my god, so I moved to California, but it's just a state of mind. It turns out everywhere you go, you take yourself. That's not a lie. That man. So like, California state of mind, New York state of mind, everywhere you go, you take yourself. Wait, I feel like there's like a lot more depth to that than you originally think. She's like contradicting herself. Like the place is the state of mind, but also you take your own, even if you're entering a New York state of mind or a California state of mind. This is like making me dizzy. This chord. That's so pretty and uplifting. Dance into a pop song. Oh shit, the drum beat that just came in. The vocals. We've also got that electronic thingy again. Oh, wait. Dun, 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 dun. I can see my baby sweet. That's, West Coast. Wow. There are so many layers to this. The bass is here and the drums are here. And her voice. No, her voice is here too. But there's like no drums in that one. This is intense. I'm obsessed with this breakdown. That's crazy. This is like the most danceable one on this album so far. Venice Bitch was really catchy, but this one is like reminiscent of like Cherry. Yeah, that electric guitar is so ultra violence coded. Now that I've heard it a second time, like it's so obvious. She's doing that like slurring thing. Girl, what? Hold on, I need to read the lyrics because what is she saying? I met you on the boulevard. I met you on the boulevard, braids in my hair, you blew my mind. And if I wasn't so fucked up, I think I'd fuck you all the time. That reminds me, braids in my hair. Life rocked me, ultra soft. God damn it. Like Motley. I have such a Lana lyric salad in my head at all times. Braids in my hair, you blew my mind. And if I wasn't so fucked up, I think I'd fuck you all the time. Does braids in my hair mean something? This, where she's mumbling. the background stuff, but she's got that like higher vocal thing. Fuck it, I love you over and over. That sounds good. I don't like the mumbling without anything else with it. I'm like, I want to hear what you're saying. These are good lyrics. So pretty and like trippy and beachy. Like 60s theme is still there. Is this like an unrequited love? I was listening to it more than reading the lyrics. So yeah, that first verse, like maybe I'll do it differently. Personal growth. But it's like, fuck it, I love you is reminiscent of like, I love you, ain't that the worst thing you ever heard? I love you, it's ruining my life, which we haven't heard yet. It's tortured. Jazz in my veins, running out of time. Very honeymoon. We haven't seen much of honeymoon making an appearance yet. Oh, this is a bop. I know this one because the evil, time to tell you that she's evil, most definitely. That's like on every fan edit ever. This is just... I love this song so much. I love this so much. The snaps! The bass line, when the bass line comes in. I love this so much. I didn't even say anything the whole time I was listening to that because I just love it so much. I don't think there's much to say in terms of lyrical analysis since this is a cover. It's just such a bop and so California influenced, which like fits with the Venice bitch thing. I love that. I will always love listening to that. Some of these are actually kind of short compared to a lot of Lana songs, like other than Venice Bitch being over 9 minutes. Ooh, that was a big one. Yep. Yep. That is crazy. What do you need? You have food, you have water. Do you need cuddles? Violins. So pretty. It's giving Bridgerton. I've never watched Bridgerton. This melody. Holy shit. That's so pretty. I'm gonna cry. I'm sorry, my cat just like will not stop screaming. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Do you want to sit in my lap? Oh, my party dress. The party dress from Born to Die that she always references. But it went away. Now it's back. Holy shit. This chord progression. The descending, oh my god, I love that. It reminds me of Tunnel a lot. She sounds really like young and naive.
Is it safe to just be who we are?
There's something about her delivery. It's like got this childlike naivety. I'm obsessed with the I'll be my once in a lifetime. The melody is crazy. It's so clever the way she says it all comes down to make the sound of our love song. And the chords are descending. Oh my god, like literally going down. Ah, it's over. Oh, it's so pretty. Why do I want to cry? It's supposed to be a love song. Ah, something about it that just like pulls at your heartstrings. That was really short. I love it. I'm liking every single song so far. This sounds like you're just a man, it's just what you do. Just a man, it's just what you do. Or something. I don't know the song that well, but like, it feels, we're very cohesive. Now my life is sweet like cinnamon. Oh my god, these drums. Feels daunting. Violet, blue, green, red. What does that remind me of? Violet, blue, green, red. Maybe I've heard that line. I know why it's familiar. This has come on while I was in the shower. I thought it was Melanie Martinez. This is crazy how like similar to Melanie she sounds. What song of Melanie's does it remind me of? God, do you think I know? Wait, Melanie Martinez covered this song? Maybe I've heard the cover. Oh my god, I'm getting so confused. I mean, like, Lana Del Rey walked so Melanie Martinez could run. Absolutely. But like, man, something about the delivery already sounds so Melanie-ish. Oh, I remember this. This post-chorus thing. It sounds like something off K through 12. Yeah, the verses, the like piano chords that are playing sound so much like the title track. That's the one that's like, you're just a man, it's just what you do, right? I think it's something about the bass line right here is so Melanie, and the like percussion. This part is crazy. That's so trippy. Oh, then we go into this. The violins. Very Born to Die violins. This piano. What a weird outro. This is interesting. It's like that mix of happy and sad again. Like the verses are so like, the pills you take to keep me at arm's length that don't work. He's pushing her out and she's like weaseling her way back in. But then the chorus is so like, if you hold me without hurting me, you'll be the first who ever did. Like she's finally finding a healthy relationship. But then God, it's like dropped back into this kerosene in my hands, you make me mad. That reminds me of, is it Video Games, where she juxtaposes like reality with what she wishes it was? Is that what's happening here? Maybe it is overall a happy album, but it's like, you're just a man, it's just what you do. And she's trying to be unaffected by it. Okay, we are halfway through at this point. This reminds me of the Is It a My Chemical Romance song? This Is How I Disappear or something. Oh my god, this one's pretty short too. I'm already hooked. We are 5 seconds in. This is what I've heard so far. And that was it. That was all I'd heard. And yep. Oh shit, I've heard this one. Don't let me down on the boulevard. I don't know what comes next. These chords are crazy. Ooh. Wait a second. This is from a movie. Hold on. Wait. Oh my god. This is from The Summer I Turned Pretty. What scene? Hold on. I think it's just the chorus. And the chorus is so short. It's literally just 2 lines. Can I guess it? Can I like sit and immerse myself? Shit. What is it? I feel like her and Conrad had a fight. God, what scene is it? I feel like it was in the end credits. I'm literally just trying to think about where I heard this song. Ooh, this change is interesting.
To disappear.
Tambourine? I had never heard this part. This wasn't in the TV show. Okay, wait. Now that I'm listening to it in my headphones, is it tambourine or is it like fucking Jingle Bells? 'Tis the damn season. Holiday sadness. It feels like vintage old movie type of vibe. I'm getting a little bit of like Honeymoon vibes from it. Okay, I was literally just vibing and trying to remember the scene, but now I'm looking at the lyrics. I watch the guys getting high as they fight for the things that they hold dear to forget the things they fear. There's not that many lyrics. The chorus is just so simple. John, Joe? Wait a second. All these J names. And then the third verse is like a fantasy. Now it's been years since I left New York. I've got a kid and 2 cats in the yard. So it's like a vision. I watch the skies getting light as I write, as I think about those years I whisper in your ear. You know what this reminds me of? Foolish One from Speak Now. What's the line where she's like, maybe someday this will be something we'll laugh about over coffee while you're watching the news? Like him stringing her along, and she thinks like eventually something's gonna be made of it. They're gonna have a kid and 2 cats in the yard and like live this peaceful life together. And I'll think about those years as I whisper in your ear is like a delusion. But the hook, the title, How to Disappear, seems so self-aware. It also reminds me of Right Where You Left Me, like the passing of time with this like guy who was stringing her along, and the Christmas thing. For all I know, like you could have a wife out there, kids, and Christmas. This is really different compared to everything else on this album so far. It's so Christmassy. What the heck? Like summertime and living's easy. All this summery stuff, and now it's this lonely holiday vibe. This is somber as hell.
You don't ever have to be stronger than you really are.
Oh, it's encouraging. I'll catch it on the flip side. Oh my god, this is so ultra-violency. Okay, lyrically, I've just been like thinking and processing. I shouldn't have done it, but I read it in your letter. You said to a friend you wish you were doing better. At first it scared me because I thought it was like a letter, like a letter, note. I wanted to reach out, but I never said a thing. This reminds me of Blackest Day or whatever it was that like the guy who was like, oh, we're the same because we're both fucked up. And she was like, speak for yourself. Yeah, but she's trying to be this light for someone. That's happening again in this song. If you come back to California, you should just hit me up. If you come back to America, just hit me up. It's this insistence. Like, you can't help someone who doesn't want to help themselves. We'll do whatever you want, travel wherever, how far. We'll hit up all the old places. We'll have a party. We'll do this. We'll do that. It's almost like this, like, begging, like, come on, I want to help you. But, like, if he doesn't want to be fixed, I'll pick up all of your Vogues and all of your Rolling Stones, your favorite liquor off the top shelf. Man, she is jumping through hoops, bending over backwards for this man. These drums, hold on. They're very Lust for Life. Also Fleetwood Mackie. Again, Fleetwood Mackie. I think it's a little slow for me. This is getting kind of interesting though. It's so interesting. This album is kind of like Lust for Life and Ultraviolence had a baby. Like there's this desperation and this sadness, but also this like still trying to cling to this like more positive outlook on life. And then there's like little sprinklings of Honeymoon, little teeny sprinklings. And of course she lyrically references a lot of Born to Die, which I think is so iconic. I mean, it was probably her most, like, I don't know if you could say like objectively best. I might like Lust for Life more at this point. I don't know. But it's like, I think Born to Die is probably her most influential record, is it not? Like the way people were like borderline ripping off some of the songs on that album afterwards was like crazy. It was the moment, like it was so 2012. It was like the album of 2012. It was so influential. So I think she will continue to lyrically reference it, even if she doesn't go back to that sound at all. It was just pivotal. It was such a like part of her and her like growth and the whole backstory. It's somber. I see where Tunnel came from after listening to some of the songs on this one. It's so interesting to have listened to like her newest album and then going back and listening to everything in order, because it's like I see foreshadowing to Tunnel. I will say, I really hope this one is like really, really good, because I am getting a little bit lost after we had a really strong start up until I think like Love Song I enjoyed, but I was starting to get a little bit lost because things were getting like really mellow. Cinnamon Girl, I can't even remember how it goes anymore. I liked How to Disappear because it was like familiar because I saw it in the TV show, but like then California kind of lost me again. I wish it was slightly faster because I did really like the lyrics. I've appreciated the lyrics of every single song. I mean, I definitely understand why people think these are really well written songs. It's just like listening to the entire thing front to back, I'm getting a little bit lost at this point. Not like lost, like I know what's going on. It's just like, okay, is the energy gonna pick up a little bit? This is a 6-minute long song. Oh, that's eerie. Acoustic guitar. This reminds me of Love, like her tone, and then acoustic guitar. Architecture. Love your kids with your vintage music coming through satellites. You know, he was cool as heck. What are we doing? What are we doing? We literally have songs titled like Fuck It, I Love You, Venice Bitch. He was cool as heck. Maybe this is a foreshadow to Lasso and we just don't even know it yet. Oh my god, what if she like replaces all her swears with like weird ass country? Like she says heck like 15 times on Lasso. We were so obsessed with writing the next best American record. Shit, you know what this reminds me of? When's It Gonna Be My Turn? Like she's kind of been honestly pretty underrated and not as like commercially successful since honestly fucking Born to Die. That was when she was like huge mainstream, but like so different. And like since then it's just been, I don't know, everyone I knew who listened to Lana Del Rey in 2012 doesn't really listen to Lana anymore. Like she had us all in a chokehold and now it's more like her diehard fans, but like she still keeps trying to like get some recognition. Whoa, wait. Topanga's Hot Tonight. Wait, we've already been here in Heroin. What? Whoa, this is crazy. The way she sings I'm taking off my bathing suit is like so enchanting. Okay, I've been like trying to listen without pausing, but there are two things that really stood out to me, which is just the I wanted, like the notes. That melody, the piano melody, I love that. Also, this is like, it's very Love. It reminds me of Love. It also reminds me of that like, no, you know what? I think it's just like the way her voice, for some reason, what sticks out to me so much is the song, God, I don't remember the lyrics exactly. I think it was off of Born to Die. Marilyn's my mother. A lot of her melodies like imitate that kind of. The chorus hits really hard, like those drums. I still feel like this is like losing me a little just because of the tempo. I'm like zoning out. The way she sings Malibu. Whoa, girly, what is this, like clock ticking?
All the roads lead to you.
That's so interesting. The bridge. What is that? Hold on. I need to plug my headphones back in. It feels like a really muted brass instrument of some kind. Also this chord, I think it's a 7 chord. Ooh, the tension?
It's true.
Yeah, at first I thought it was violins because that's usually what she does, but this is like, is that trumpet? Oh my god, the end of the bridge. What the hell is that? What is that? Hold on. Is that vocals? Oh no, it's drum. That's weird. That's a weird drum. Now this, oh my god, this build. That is so interesting. I love when like instruments are layered as time goes on. That hits. I still feel like it's droning a little bit. It's very steady. The lyrics are a vibe though. Okay, Lana, pick me back up, please. I'm like dying here. Oh, I love these chords. The violins! Yes, I have a good feeling about this. I'm in love with this. I'm in love with this. I'm in love with this. The vocal melody in the pre-chorus. Yes, this is what I was needing. This is what I was needing, like something with a little bit more movement. Oh my gosh, that like I'm into this. This moves. It moves so well. I am having a crisis. So the title's vague, like the greatest what? The greatest loss of them all. What? Oh. The like whammy bar guitar solo. Where it sounds like it's like crying, wailing guitar. Okay, I don't have words. Oh, it sounds so much better in the headphones. It's got so much movement to it. I think what I love about this one is how much nostalgia is in it. I miss New York. I miss the music. I want it to feel just like it used to when I was doing nothing the most of all. Oh my god, how much we like didn't appreciate being younger and not having any responsibilities. If this is it, I had a ball. I guess that I'm burned out after all. Oh, the greatest loss of them all. It isn't a relationship. I miss Long Beach and I miss you. So there is a love interest there, but it's like, I miss the bar, the nostalgia. We didn't know that we had it all, but nobody warns you before the fall. Good God. Yeah, this feels like another reference to the Born to Die kind of era of the partying. Kanye West is blonde and gone. Live stream? Life's dream? Oh my god, the piano in the end. The piano in the end. Okay, she lost me for a second there, but she got me back with this one. So, one of the comments on the, YouTube video song that I'm listening to, why do LANA songs always make me nostalgic about something non-existent and then I cry? The outro also really got me. If this is it, I'm signing off. This will be such a good closer, first of all. Miss doing nothing the most of all. Hawaii just missed that fireball. LA is in flames. It's getting hot. Global warming, doom and gloom. This really is like a Lust for Life part 2. Kanye West is blonde and gone. Life on Mars ain't just a song. You know what else this reminds me of? That one song by Bowling for Soup, 1985. The live streams almost on live stream sounding like live stream is interesting. She does that so much. But also that reminds me of What a Time to Be Alive by Fall Out Boy. We're here and we're ready. We're here and we're ready to live stream the apocalypse. Is that the lyric? But this was in 2019, so it's interesting that she kind of predicted how much more important live streams would be. I remember watching the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial on TikTok Live. It's crazy how her songs become more relevant as time goes on. Like when I listened to Lust for Life, and I didn't listen to it all the way through in 2017, and I'm like, this is even more relevant now, especially God Bless America and all the beautiful women in it. Her songs age like a fine wine and just become more relevant as time goes on.
All the ladies of the canyon.
Her voice is so in your face in this one. It's very much the center of the song. I'm afraid this chorus is gonna hit. This feels like some R&B type of, you know what I mean? Okay, I gotta prep myself.
I bought me a truck in the middle of the night.
It's not what I was expecting. Still good. I don't know what I was expecting. I guess percussion. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love the poetry inside of me is warm like a gun. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is some album of the year shit. I bought me a truck in the middle of the night. It'll buy me a year if I play my cards right. Photo free exits from Baby's Bedside. Photo free from the alliteration Baby's Bedside. That's crazy. This is poem. This is poem. This is poetry. The poetry inside of me is warm like a gun. And then she just like elaborates. I'm just trying to keep my love alive. Love's a fragile little flame. It could burn out. With my bartender, hold me all night. Oh my god, she's sober? Baby, I'm not drinking wine, but that cherry coke you serve is fine. Oh my god, Lana and her cherries and coke. Our love's sweet enough on the vine. I love the like fruity, my cherries and wine, rosemary and thyme. Love's sweet on the vine. The like nature references. This melody's crazy. Oh wait, bartender. She's playing with words again. Are there drums? I keep anticipating them. Damn, she just like screamed out tea parties. Playing games of levitation. There's no way she's referencing Linus of Fetish stiff as a fort. Wait, ladies of the canyon wearing white for their tea parties. I'm picturing like old ladies, like boomers, but then playing games of levitation, that's like teenagers, like tweens, meditating in the garden. The piano's very tonal. There's foreshadowing. Oh my god, the ha 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 ha. This is an interesting story. Like the outro, like, so she has this truck, nobody knows she drives it, like this incognito life she wants. 60 miles per hour on PCH Drive. Pacific Coast Highway, that's like where she was living, and we saw the house in the High by the Beach music video. Here to Long Beach to Newport by your side, as they don't yet know where I reside, so she has a new house. And then when I clicked on it on Genius, it says like people were breaking into that property constantly after that music video. Well, I mean, why would you put, well, I'm sure people already knew what her address was, but like putting that house and like what it looks like on the outside in your music video, like the security risk of that. So not long after that, the music video, her house became an object of stalkers breaking into the property, stealing cars and other objects as memorabilia. I went to that article. Some woman like lived in it for a few days, like broke in and stayed there for days and then left with her car. And then that same woman came back again after getting that car impounded. It stole another car, which also got impounded because of a traffic violation. And some other man like set up shop in her home before being found by a construction worker. What the hell is the construction worker doing as her security, essentially? Like, what? Like, Taylor Swift's house is always under these kinds of, like, attacks, threats, but, like, what? There's just no security? He stole one of her books? That's crazy. She only paid $3 million for that house? That's, like, fucking nothing in California. That's crazy. Especially right on the beach. Why was it only $3 million? I'm just, like, shocked. This is, like, Lana's last great American dynasty. Okay, now that we've had this insight into the lore of Lana Del Rey. Has she ever sang about butterflies before? Or am I crazy? YouTube says I listened to this one already. What an opener.
Do you want me or do you not?
Oh my god, the sadness in that. This is such a melody.
On the phone like every night, singing phrases on the tour like
She said, what was the line earlier? You'll write and I'll tour or something? Oh my god.
if he's a serial killer, then what's the worst that can happen to a girl?
That's crazy. If he's a serial killer, then what's the worst that can happen to a girl who's already hurt? That just reminds me of you look like bad news, I've gotta have you. If he's as bad as they say, then I guess I'm cursed. Looking into his eyes, I think he's already hurt. This is the like, she's got this fixer-upper. Like, she's doing better, but she found this sad man who thinks she's with him because she's also sad. But she's like, I'm surprised you say that.
If he's as bad as they say, then I guess I'm cursed. So can you don't be a jerk, don't call me. Sitting in your sweatshirt, right in the backseat.
I love
I just
that.
wanna dance with you.
Yeah, I think this did come on while I was showering, but all I remember is that part. Ooh, I like...
Hold you tight down the avenue. I just wanna dance
I like whatever instrument that's adding this like grunginess to it.
tight down the avenue.
And then it gets all like quiet. The delivery, like, she has this thing she can do with her voice sometimes. Usually it's such a breathy, angelic thing, but like, don't be a jerk, don't call me a taxi, sit in it. It's like this, like, annoying, not like annoying, like, oh my god, this is bad, but like, you know, this insistent, it reminds me of like, it's fucking hot, da 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 da. Sorry, princess. I just disturbed my cat. She was trying to sleep. That back arch. Oh, she's so cute and cuddly. But yeah, that tone of voice that she can bring out sometimes to like really drive her point home. And the way it devolves into this.
Left the canyon, drove through the wood.
It gets so angelic again.
I was
This is such an interesting guitar.
there's myself in the
that little thing. That was a horrible imitation of it. Every day is a lullaby, try to catch it like lightning. The pre-chorus is my favorite part. Oh, but I also love the don't be a jerk, don't call me a taxi. That was so beautiful. I love that one. Yeah, she's also doing this like double meaning thing. Like she's calling him a serial killer. Looking into his eyes, I think he's already hurt. He's already hurt. And the contraction being either he is already hurt or maybe he has. I'm doing like so many Taylor Swift references in this video, but I just keep thinking of like stuff she's written about in like completely different words. And like they each have such a distinct style of writing, but they like sing about similar things. Knew he was a killer first time that I saw him. Wonder how many girls he had loved and left haunted. Like the metaphor, a serial killer who's like a heartbreaker or whatever. I like this one a lot. We're having like a really strong ending. This piano, again, is so tonal.
Maybe I'd get less stressed if I was tested less like
the debutante metaphor is interesting. This is genius.
I've been carrying around in my fucking nightgown 24/7 Sylvia Plath.
Writing in blood on my walls because the ink in my pen don't work in my notepad. That's crazy. This reminds me of like the yellow wallpaper, like this feminine rage, like one-way ticket to a lobotomy type behavior. It feels so vintage. I love being in a time when Lana Del Rey can just like be crazy and like say these things and be poetic and tortured and like fine, not be freaking lobotomized, basically. Writing in blood on my walls because the ink in my pen don't work in my notepad. My pen is not working, so I have to I'm obsessed with that. I would just sit here all day and think about those two lines. This is crazy. This is crazy that these words exist. Also, didn't she talk about writing in blood on the last album? And the waltz 3/4 time signature is just sending it. 15-year dances, church basement romances is crazy. Genius is like annotating church basement romances as like a relatability sort of thing. Like, oh, I've been in love in like church groups and like at school too. Like I was Lizzie Grant before I was Lana Del Rey. But I don't like what church basement romances brings to mind like the first time you hear it. Like, I don't know. Then she talks about spilling my guts with the Bowery Bums is the only love I've ever known. It's giving Lolita. Serving up God in a burnt coffee pot is so funny. Like after this whole Waffle House thing. Triad. Oh, the Holy Trinity. So that could be a religious reference. It could also be an Alcoholics Anonymous reference. You know what I'm confused by? Hello, it's the most famous woman you know on the iPad. Calling from beyond the grave. I just want to say hi, Dad. What is that supposed to mean? Beyond the grave. Most famous woman you know on the iPad. No thoughts, head empty. Tearing uptown in my fucking white gown. Like a goddamn near sociopath. What? Okay, wait. The chorus changes. I didn't realize that. Shaking my ass is the only thing that's got this black narcissist off my back. What is a black narcissist? Shaking my ass? She couldn't care less and I never cared more. So there's no more to say about that? I'm so lost. At first I was like, oh, black narcissist, like a dark, like soul-sucking man. She couldn't care less. I never cared more. So there's no more to say about that. I feel like you do need to say more. Hope's a dangerous thing for a woman with my past. I like this broken down bridge.
Born of confusion and quiet collusion.
How is it even quieter than the rest of the song?
Writing blood on your walls.
Your walls.
Men don't look good.
Wait, what? They write that I'm happy. This is crazy. This is a really good closer. I mentioned earlier, like, oh, this song would be a really good closer, whatever one it was. I already forgot. But this is amazing, and I'll explain why in a second. But I love how the chorus changes subtly. The last one is crazy. Writing in blood on your walls. She, like, came into the listener's house. The ink in my pen don't look good in my pad. Don't look good. Why did she change that? Maybe to, like, show the advancement of this, like, psychosis. It's like a, you know, a hysterical woman. Likely she just needed help. That kind of thing. It feels so, like, I don't know. I think about God Bless America and all the beautiful women in it, and how she said she heard, like, the sweetest melodies on the fire escapes of the city, and, like, this solidarity with other women, like, feeling them with her. Or you could, like, make an argument that it's, like, God that she's feeling, but, like, there was this one line that was, like, I feel you with me, or something like that. And it, like, feels like this female solidarity, and I'm getting that in this song, like, the centuries and centuries of women being diagnosed with hysteria, and, like, she's singing about this psychotic experience experience and is able to, and like people are like taking it seriously as art and not like throwing her in an asylum or lobotomizing her. Also, they write that I'm happy. They know that I'm not, but at best you can see I'm not sad. Lust for Life was so, I don't want to say happy because I was wrecked listening to that album, but like the, you know, out of the black into the blue, this shift from like this darker way of living. But progress isn't linear. Like this might be like a sadder album than Lust for Life, but overall she's like really trying hard. It seems like she's getting bogged down by this guy who's like thinking he's connecting with her because they're both fucked up, and she's, you know, saying that's not how I've been viewing this, and she's trying to like fix him and use her strength that she's found recently in overcoming her like party girl phase to like fix him, and sometimes that can get really exhausting and not good for your own mental health. Basically what I'm trying to say is I see that a lot in this. I feel like this is a good closer because they write that I'm happy, they know that I'm not, but at best you can see I'm not sad. Like we're not down to that level of like party girl, born to die, ultra violence, depression era anymore, but like she's trying, she's not happy, but she's like working on it. Lust for Life was like the breakthrough moment, and now it's like her mindset has changed, but like obviously she's not going to be happy all the time. This was like a sad record. I'm really surprised by this. After like the one song I knew really well off of this one was Hope is a Dangerous Thing, other than the cover Doin' Time. Yeah, those were the only two I was like super familiar with without really looking at the lyrics too much, especially Hope is a Dangerous Thing. And it helps a lot to see the very last song in the context of the entire album. And now I want to talk about my favorite tracks. Honestly, damn near all of them. I did get lost a little at number 6. Love Song, Cinnamon Girl, and California, and the next best American record. Kind of lost me in the middle, but definitely picked back up with the greatest. Bartender, Happiness is a Butterfly, and the closing track, and the beginning. Oh my god. Norman fucking Rockwell, Mariners, I still don't know how to say that. The Apartment Complex one, Venice Bitch, Fuck It, I Love You, Doin' Time. Like, just hit after hit after hit. I think the problem is just that I'm listening to it all at once, because I tend to like really grow more of an appreciation for songs when I listen to them just like on their own randomly, like one by one, and I really give the time and attention to each one as opposed to the album front to back as a whole. So yeah, I really like all of them other than those. Is it 4? Love Song? Well, no, I think I liked Love Song, but I was starting to get a little bit lost, and then Cinnamon Girl like really kind of like brought me down. Not down, like I like a good sad song, believe me, but like it was so slow and like not much movement going on, but lyrically there was so much to unpack there, and I don't think I even got it all completely because the songs themselves were making me zone out a lot. The greatest got me. I remember analyzing California, and like it was her, wasn't it her like begging this guy to like come back to California, hit me up, like I'll do this and this and this and this and this for you, and it'll be amazing. And it was like, oh girl, what's he doing for you? But I don't remember how it goes at all. The melody's just not sticking with me right now. I'm glad that I wasn't taking it like crazy seriously. Everyone was like, oh, this is, you okay? What's going on? What's wrong? Did you have a nightmare? You okay? You okay? You're very pretty. Oh, wow, big yawn. You're really tired. Go back to sleep. Everybody was saying this is going to be like the greatest album I've ever heard, and I don't feel that right now because that's such a high bar. You know what I mean? So I tried to like lower that. I was like, okay, I was trying to like tell myself this is going to be bad. I'm not going to like it. I was like, maybe this is the album I listened to in college and I didn't like it at all. So I was like really trying to put that bar on the floor, kind of like what I did with Ultraviolence, because I did listen to it once and didn't like it, but that one ended up like completely blowing my mind. This, for the most part, did exceed my expectations. I don't know. We'll talk about full rankings once I've listened to the entire discography. I think I like it more than Honeymoon. I don't know. I did really like Honeymoon though. Oh my god, Salvatore. There's such good highlights, even on an album where there's like maybe 4 or 5 songs that I don't feel like re-listening to, especially right off the bat, like right after I've listened to all of them. The highlights are crazy. Like even on albums that I feel are a little bit weaker, I'm like, my god, the highs are so high, even if the lows are low. Really interesting themes. I think I need to sit on it more, especially with the lyrics, because like I still am having revelations about Lust for Life, like referencing Born to Die and the out of the black into the blue, and blue took on a completely different meaning on this record, which was interesting, like it being sadder again. But then she talks about the black narcissist. I like how she plays with colors. It's very interesting. Okay, I would love to hear all of your favorite tracks and your analyses of these tracks down in the comments. If there's something I'm missing, because I don't know Lana lore as well as like her biggest fans, obviously. I would love to hear your favorite song off of this album, or if you can't pick a favorite, maybe like top 3 or something, or maybe just your full ranking. That would be really cool also. If you want to follow me on my Instagram, it is right here, and if you want to follow me on my TikTok, that is right here. I'll see you all very shortly for another video, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye guys.